Tenants ready. 2 more minutes. Minutos. I don't know if I said that right. All right. So you can see everything. All right. 5 more minutes for latecomers. Hello, Gabriel. All right.
Hello.
Okay. All right. Hey, Leah. Oh, I was trying to get something else ready for some other students. Now, about everybody has their kits here, right? I hope. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. So is anybody, Gabe, who said that, Leah? Okay. So basically, use this time to log in with your kit. So when we talk about today's file, I don't know how many people got the files installed, but last period, a bunch of students, well, two students, I'm not gonna say a bunch, they had trouble getting the Raspberry Pi Syntat to light up like mine's with this file. So I'm gonna give you the file again. You have to open up your Thani Python IDE and attempt to do the same thing I have on my other screen. Now, let's go through the norms before I get too far along. Is this thing recording? Yeah, I got that. Okay. So at the very top of the list is Aaliyah. So Aaliyah, can you read 1, 2, and 3 of the 5 basic norms?
No one has the right to hurt another person. Education in the classroom are sacred. We will never behave in a way that discredit ourselves, our school, our family.
Okay, I hope you feel better. Courtney, can you read 4, 5, and number 1, sir?
In the Shell Academy of Southwest, students always act with integrity. We take pride in the Shell Academy of Southwest. We respect the opinions of others.
Thanks, sir. Okay, so let's see. We have 2, 3, 4, and 5. Mr. Mayweathers, can you do that for us?
We respect the culture of the classroom. We are attentive and participate. We are facts checking on ourselves, our peers, and our teachers. We are here to focus on preparing ourselves for post-secondary endeavor.
Thanks, sir. Okay, so as I was saying, I'm noticing a lot of students when they do this step have not done this part, and I've told you guys, I'll give you all these links, but I think this is the one everybody probably missed out on. Right. So once you get your kit, hey Eli, you made it. So once you get your kit,
Yo.
you want to you're not done, right? You got to do the updates that the Raspberry Pi needs. Now, this is the Raspberry Pi again, everybody. Okay. I'm seeing this because last period we had some frustrated campers, right? Eli, you was there and noticed it. But you first do the install and updates for your Raspberry Pi. Then you're not done, right? There are updates that you have to do for accessories too. Now you do all updates really by my son showed me another way by going to the Raspberry Pi, and I think it's all updates. That's another way you can do it because I was going to talk to Carson about that. But let me take a look. Preferences. I gotta ask him again. But you can run it any of the commands for updates really from your terminal. Now, let me give you this link again because people may have forgotten about it. But you're gonna need this after you do everything else for the Raspberry Pi first. It has to be updated first. Okay. So once you plugged up everything, and make sure, like I told Eli, he was doing real good about that. Connect it all without the power, everybody, because once it plugs up, it's going to look for all those devices. So if you just plug something up and you've been having it powered up, you're probably breaking something. Okay, so just once you have everything assembled and it's connected to the right TV source or whatever you're going to use, then you plug it up. All right. There is a PDF on how to connect the Syntat. What I'm assuming is some students may have messed up their Syntat. I don't know. If you jam the pin or something, probably won't work. So you gotta be delicate with it. Now, this link is pretty much about the updates for your Syntat. If you gotten as far as Courtney or I want to say Sinkyra, even I think Gray has gotten pretty far with this stuff. With this here, that's the link that shows you what commands to type into the terminal. Now, if you can see my screen, terminal is this little black window here, right? So you got to be on your Raspberry Pi to see it. It's not going to be on your computer or your phone. So that's one. So have your kit set up. And then you go to that little terminal, you click on it, and it'll open up a black screen. And these are the commands you got to type in there. Okay. You hit enter after each command, by the way. Just don't type them in and type it all together. No. So the first line is sudo apt -get space update. Hit enter. and then you type the next line, enter, next line, enter. Each step will take a process. It'll let you know if it's done or not, but it doesn't take long at all. And you need to be connected to the internet in order for it to do it, because that's where the updates are coming from. All right, I think I've said enough. I want to give you guys time to continue working on the bestiary file and getting your kit to light up like mines, right? If you've done, like, if your sense hat lights up, that means it's a thumbs up. You did everything right, and you just got a quiz grade, or two of them, I want to say, restored from the past. So this weekend, I'm hoping I can reverse some scores, but I need to see you guys make those sense hats light up like mines. And what do I mean by that? So I'm going to do something I did last period because I think it's better for you to see it. I'm not going to keep it that way because it's hard to toggle. So normally this is what you guys have. You have me on. I have a monitor, well, the TV I use for my gaming, and it's connected to my laptop. But if you notice up here in this corner here, you hit pin. This is my Raspberry Pi setup right behind me. All right. Now, I don't know if you can see it from the other view. Let me switch by unpinning. And if you notice, you'll see, I don't know if you can see my finger, but I'm come over right behind me, behind my finger pointing that way, is a TV that's connected to the Raspberry Pi. So you don't necessarily need to use, as I say all the time, just wait, his is lighting up. What's that? Curtis, you got it going?
Mm-hmm.
What the heck did you do? That means you connected yours correctly. So you can do some serious programming. You still got to update it though. So
Okay.
you're doing good. You're doing real good. So Eli's almost there. he got to see. That means his sense hat is responding to something he's doing, and it's working. So that's great. You're gonna be able to recover a lot of scores real soon, dude. What was I saying? When it comes to my kit, like Eli, see, his is doing something different. It's like a rainbow effect, and that's pretty cool. But that's probably the last program that whoever put that in there, unless Eli did that. All that to say, I'm gonna come over here to my kit. And this is what I did last time, right? I'll grab this. All right. So if you're looking at what I'm looking at, this is my setup, right? Told you that the small little connector piece in your kit allows you to connect it to a bigger HDMI TV. And then on top of that, if you notice, just bring this up here. This is connected. Eli was telling me it's backwards. Well, yeah, but that's the way they did it from California. Sorry about that. But if you take a look, this is scrolling certain names. I'm trying to get the right angle so you can really see it come across. Does everybody see what I'm doing? So it has words coming across it. You just can't see it because of the glare factor. Let me come in some more. Maybe that'll help. Did that help? Oh, that just made it worse. Okay, let me come back. If it was dark in this room, like nighttime, it would be cool. But at any rate, your goal is to like make this program work on your sense hat like it does here for mines. Okay. But again, make sure your sense hat is installed correctly. And I don't mean just physically, I mean programmatically, meaning you can program it and all you need is just different files. If you have an issue with this, that means you didn't do an update, you didn't do something. And a lot of students will be getting frustrated because it's like, I did everything. Well, why isn't that lighting up though? This is trial by fire again. Okay. So let's go into it. How do I get this to do that? Now I'm going to send this file to you guys again because I'm getting complaints about the other file, and that's no problem. But there'll be a file inside of yesterday's recording called just bestiary, if you can see that there. Not bestiary, parentheses 1, and then close parentheses. No, just bestiary. And that's what I was seeing some students utilize. They made a copy of the file, and the file wasn't working. So under further investigation, the file was pretty much wrong because they didn't update the sense hat as well. So inside of your library, let's go to ours. I think I'm going to scratch some ideas I have for next week and teach you guys VNC so I can like log in and help you troubleshoot. I think VNC should be discussed next because you can't share screens on these Pis. It's an old school computer. They want you to log into it. So this is the file bestiary. Now I'm going to remove it and then I'm going to replace it with a file that you should use. Now I gave you this file I think it didn't get. In fact, everybody use this file real quick and let me know if it gives you an error message. If it does, then I'll give you another one. But it depends on the error message. Like if your syntax not installed, that's one thing. But as far as the actual file, go put that back to where it was. Oh, I did that wrong. Let's go down to. There we go. So you can see what this thing is doing. Oh, because it's gonna fall off the TV. All right. Okay, so back to y'all. Now, that's in essence what you need to have set up to get the maximum credit. You need to have it set up and able to install through Thonny, which is THONNY. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, let's go back to that's a troubleshooting guide for, in case you want it. I can give you that again, but I'm talking about this curriculum through Code Next. So lab 1, 2, and 3 will be due tomorrow. I'm trying to make sure some people can get some of these double the credit assignments completed. So all you have to do is download the code that you used once it works and your name changes. Now, what do I mean by name changes? So I'm going to go back to my other screen and show you, but this is hands-on. It's only fair, right? So I'm about done talking because I do is just pretty much me showing you what you got to get accomplished. So I'm going to come back here. And you guys, when I'm talking, I'm just not talking to be talking because I like to hear myself talk. You should be using this time while I'm talking to set that kit up. Right? I'm purposely talking to give you time. Now, I'm back to this, right? I'm going to grab my camera. I'm looking at both my TV behind me and what's going over here. And as you can see, this is ESB, but the file that you want to run is this bestiary file, right? So I'm going to remove this sample. Make sure you have only one file open. I've seen students have an issue because they might have the wrong thing clicked. And then you're going to run it. Now down here is a shell, if you can see that there, right? Let me try to come up some more because I want you guys to see what I see. All right. So I think you can see it better because I'm looking at my dual screens. And this is the program I was telling you I run. And you see bestiary is what you run. That's what I ran for this one. Now, if I hit run, which is this green button like a play button, you'll see it'll freeze, but it'll run again. There's no error. You have errors down here. We need to define what your errors are and what you might have did wrong. Because this file I got straight from GitHub and it works every time. So let's take a moment. Give you about 10 minutes to download bestiary to your Raspberry Pi and then open up Thonny, everybody. If you don't know how to do that, you go to this Raspberry up here, right? Let me see if y'all can still see me. Yeah, you can. You go to this little Raspberry in the corner, and when you open it up, you come down to programming. In programming, there's something that has a TH right there, and that's for the program you're going to use once you download the bestiary file. So once you do that, everybody, come to Thonny, move this out the way, and honestly, you just have to load the file. Now, if I were you, I'd put it on your desktop so you can find it. Just put it right here somewhere on your desktop so it's easy to find that bestiary file. Click load, find the file, run it. If it works, you will see what's on the Sensat like mine. All right. So I want you to take about 15 minutes to do that because this is a big assignment. This is one of the double credit ones, and I'm trying to put scores in because I have people on my heels about their grades, but not everybody's giving me what I need to improve your grade. Now, I can leave it as whatever the grade is, but I really am trying to help you guys. So come over here. Everybody's still here so far. Turn that off. Okay, so in essence, that's all you have to do is make that thing work, the Sensat part. If you do not have your kit, you still have to finish the Trinket program. Trinket program is where you see an Astro Pi. And oh, that's another thing. Inside of the error messages from last period, there's something called ASPI. That's for AstroPi. And if it says it's not connected, that means you didn't do an update somewhere. I just showed you which update you could do for the Sensat, but don't forget about the updates for the Raspberry Pi itself, right? This thing is a computer, so it needs updates. When you unpackage any computer, you're going to have to update it before it's ready to be used. All right, once it's ready to use, you got the internet going, and don't forget to make sure your languages are the same. If your languages are different, you're going to type a H, for instance, and it'll be an L, and you'll be mad. Set that correctly, okay? What else was there? Do all the updates. If you've first time setting it up, it does take a while to take all the updates down from the internet cloud from Raspberry's Pi's foundation and import them onto the Raspberry Pi so you can use it. Once that's done, you got to make sure you connect up you have your SenseHat connected at the same time because it's also updating it too, and go through those 3 commands I showed you earlier. So those commands were, this is at the end after you do the other stuff, right? So those commands are here. Now, if you don't remember what to do at the very beginning of the quarter, I gave you guys the SenseHat connector piece. This is the assembly guide, right? Also gave you all, that's the curriculum, that's GitHub. There is the getting started part. So I got to find that for you. How do I go back? All right, I know what I'll do. You can move out my way, please. Okay, now I'm not in Spanish. Oh, this is about to do that right now. Okay, here we go. So next is using this, right? And yeah, this is the right one. Grab this. So if you are starting all the way from scratch, opening your kit up and put it together, and you're like, what do I do to make sure my Raspberry Pi, not the SenseHat, is fully updated? You're going to use this link, okay? So chat. Ooh, that was my stomach. It's time to cook, Michael. That's the link for that, okay? But that's the setting up guide. The other one is just showing you how to update your SenseHat. Once you have all those things done, then you do the Thani to see if you can get the SenseHat to turn on. Okay. If you can do those things, 2 quiz grades, because I know it's a lot, and I'm leaning on saying 3 will be replaced. Okay. I already got 4 students that have accomplished this, so I need to see some more try it. A lot of you guys seem like you're really close. Like Eli had his lit up for some, I don't know what he did, but he got it going. Now let's see if you can get the Thani to make it, turn on and run. So take your time. Don't get frustrated. A lot of students last period got frustrated. It's not working. It's just, oh, you're not doing something right. And then after, a little tinkering, rebooting, and slowing down, they got it or got close to what they needed to do. I think he just used the wrong file over and over. I'm like, it's not what you're supposed to. All right, where are we at? We're at 10:33. As promised, you're 15 minutes. Now give me some time to put some participation points in for you guys. One moment and get restructured on my screens. We're gonna try to do share outs. You just, like, if you have your Raspberry Pi near, you just take the camera and you show me. You can't do share outs on the Raspberry Pi because there is a feature called VNC Viewer, and that's for virtual private networks. And it's a very important feature to have, especially if you're overseas or you're just traveling from state to state. And you don't want nobody to get your information. It's encrypted, meaning protected. So that's why they force you to use that, because it's more protected than what we're using. Okay, so where's everybody at? 10:49. Coming towards the end of class, looks like. Did anybody have any success with getting their sense hat to light up? Everybody here? Somebody go to the bathroom.
I'm here.
Okay, say something. You
I
know,
was
look.
over there. My phone was on the charger. I'm over there on the
Oh,
kid.
you have any progress with Eli so far, or
I mean, yeah, I was doing the update, and then I'm finna connect it to the network because
my man?
the
Keep
Wi-Fi was
keep
cheap.
going. Keep going. You'll be free to go at want to say 11:05. So that's the earliest I can let y'all go, from what I've been told. But keep working at it. There is participation points hanging out there if someone can demonstrate that they got it working. And what I mean by got it working is if you look, I got a point like this because I see where my screen is. If you look on the other Michael Tyler screen, which is my Raspberry Pi, you'll see what it's supposed to be doing. The file you're supposed to be using, I'll say again, is bestiary. Inside of lab 1, they say, hey, use the welcome.py. That's the starter file. I gave you that too in Esby. And then there's bestiary. Now you're like, where is that at, Tyler? Okay, maybe you don't know. You can look in here and find it. And this is a teacher's view. And bestiary is the file I want you to run in Thani. All right. So you need to download that file and probably the hello file, both of them, to test them out. I would test out the bestiary file. The hello file is a simulator. It's not really the sensat. It's just talking to you and showing you how to print out commands in the simulator. I'm sorry, the editor, which is a Python editor. So there's a question.
Nah,
Okay. So download those files. The best way I've seen students do it, all periods, is they'll log into Esby on their Raspberry Pi, download the file, bestiary and hello, right? Those files, nothing else, and run those files in the editor. You just go to load in your editor, find the file that you downloaded to your Pi, and see if it works. If you get an error message, anything that says it doesn't recognize the sensat, that means you probably didn't update your sensat. And I told you I do that too. So both of these assignments are, because I'm kind of blending lab 1 and lab 2. Let me come back to lab 2. So again, I want you to know where the files were. They're in Ansby already. bestiary.py, download it onto your Pi, and hello.py. That's one thing that a lot of students weren't doing right. Another thing is, let me come over here. Where was that? I got this troubleshooting guide. I can put this in the chat again. And what Eli was talking about was this step here. After you have everything updated first now, don't jump to this without updating the Pi first. And I gave you the using your Raspberry Pi step-by-step procedure on how to do that. Please treat these instructions like they're video game instructions so you can get a great ending to the video game, right? Or a good grade. So if you click on SenseHat from the troubleshooting guide, I'm in step 10. It gives you these commands that Eli was talking about. And inside of the very next one is getting started with your SenseHat. Now this walkthrough, I'm gonna put it in there one more time. I think I did it earlier. Getting started with SenseHat. Getting started. Yeah, I did. I put it in at 10:20. And these are the instructions you would need to type in inside of this walkthrough. Right. So I see an opportunity for someone to make 30 points by reading what Lab 2 is all about. I put that in the chat. Raise your hand if you'd like to take advantage of that 30 points. First, you need to know if you, I need to know if you can see what I put in the chat as far as Lab 2 Recipe Mon name. And then you have to raise your hand. So who sees it? Who wants the points? Or should I just read it for you? Going once. Going twice. I wonder who's here still besides Eli. So let me do a check-in. Gray, are you here or you stepped away for a moment?
I'm here.
Cool. Gabriel, what about you? Okay. Just taking a pulse. So I'll come back to him. Courtney, you there? Lee accepted the email invitation. Cool. Okay, Courtney's tied up, I guess. Aaliyah, what about you? Trying to see who's still in class. Oh, people went to the bathroom. All right. So I'm gonna give them 5 more minutes to check back in, and then we're gonna be at the end of class. Do take your time. Take your time. Do the steps. If you're not getting the results you want or the response you want from the kit, check your connections. Make sure everything's seated correctly. It's like a computer, I'm serious, or a video game. If you don't have certain things plugged in right, or I don't know, you didn't do a certain update, certain things might not happen. Now the file I got is ironclad because I got it from programmers at Google. So it's not the file. It's probably something in your setup you didn't do. Like Mr. Rush said, it's real simple if you just take your time with it. Don't rush a step. Don't skip a step. All right, so 10:55, 5 more minutes. I'll put this at 11, and then I'll try it again to see if those students are in the room or if I need to mark some people absent and follow up. Isn't it so much better than just doing the Google Docs and typing? And I thought it was, but maybe by the end of the quarter, you guys will be warm up to these kids. I think it's gonna take a little time and patience on your end, but it definitely is teaching you all patience. I see that. Patience is a virtue, as my dad would say. You need to have patience with all things. And I kind of expected this to happen. Some students getting frustrated and whatnot. so it's 11 o'clock. How are we doing? Like, are we closer to our goal? There's some students I can hear from. Courtney, are you there? Aaliyah, are you there? I already heard from Eli and Greg. Did you guys come back, or no? It was 5 minutes ago now. I was calling your name. Make sure my microphone. Oh, I didn't have a microphone by my mouth. So Courtney, Aaliyah, and who else was it? Are you guys back?
Tyler, my stuff updated.
It's updated.
Yeah, but before I even like get to the user, it was like update or skip, and I just updated it. It's still updating, like download. I'm gonna show you.
Awesome job, sir. Yeah, I was just saying, can you share out anything so I can like give you your participation points? You own it, man. You did a 360 this year. You did a whole 360, young man.
You can see clearly or no?
I could barely see, but I see you're making progress. I see the progress bar. So those are the first updates for the Raspberry Pi, sir. You're doing great.
Okay.
Now you got to finish all the updates to the Pi, and then you can go to the Syntat, and then you can do my assignment. But you doing what I asked people to do. So great job. That part that he's doing, a lot of people I think they skip steps on, and that's why they were having issues when it came down to the Syntat. There is a procedure, right? So imagine you get a computer in a box, which you did. First thing you do is you make sure, I'm giving you a computer technician or computer engineer, electrical engineer tip. Make sure you connect it to the internet, because a lot of the computers don't come with what is called factory software to set it up, including this computer. So you got to update all of the software, because the hardware will respond to the software updates. Next, once you have it connected, go back and make sure all the updates for the Syntat are there. Now you gotta understand, almost every 2 to 3 months they send out service updates, which are patches or fixes. If you play video games like me and my son, you know what a patch is. So say you playing Call of Duty and you see the guy, he's just running, he's stuck. They know that, because there's people emailing them like me saying, hey, what's up with this? And they'll go back in and they'll make a software fix like you guys are doing to make the game work by probably the next 5 minutes to 2 days, but they'll fix it. So you're going through the same process to learn how to probably take one of their jobs or become something else. All right, so 2 more minutes. I want you guys to be refreshed and ready for GGI. I mentioned this before to a lot of students in Townhouse almost every day. If I'm in there, and I do sneak in there, I'm like a little ninja. I'll sneak in there and I'll be quiet and I'll give comments, but the whole time I'm writing down names. Like, I don't know if you guys noticed, these are the phone calls that are coming out real soon to students that are not doing so well. And to remind parents, they have kids, and all they do is at least 1 to 2 labs. They could boost their grade a little bit. If they do all the labs, they can go up 1 letter grade. But this is a hands-on project, so you have to take your time and do it correctly. What is this? Some people are not doing their attendance. Okay, I do my attendance every day. I don't know. All right, so what was I saying?
Tyler,
Yes, sir.
did you like send a the email I sent you? Did you send the stuff to it so I could be able to join from my computer?
Oh, to this class? No, I didn't, Eli. That's per class. Okay, so I'm sorry, dude. I forgot about that part, because you
Oh yeah,
got
that's why I had
class.
asked. I was like, you go. I said, do I got to do it for all my other class? Usually I could send them to them as well.
I know. I got you. So can you do me a favor? Can you do that again? Can you put your email in there and I can send it right now so you can
All
do
right.
what you got to do? Thank you, sir. And when you do this, bookmark the link on that Pi. I don't want you losing the link again, so you don't have this issue no more. So whenever you're ready, the chat is off. I know that's my fault. Hold on. They be on me about keeping the security lock. Go ahead. Sorry about that. Is it working for you now?
Yeah.
Okay. And as soon as you put that in there, I can send you the invite right now. Everybody else, if you have nothing to share, it's 11:05. I want you to get to GGI. I put the GGI. It says GGI/Townhouse link in Edsby. So you can click on that and go straight to GGI. No excuses. It starts at 11:15 if I'm not mistaken. And then Eli sends his email in the chat, and I'll send him. There it is. Okay. 1 second, Eli. Okay. I know people are leaving, but I'll be expecting some people to share out. Courtney and Aaliyah, I'm gonna have to call home and find out what happened to you guys. Are y'all just, you can't hear me,
You want me to
or
share out again, or I'm good?
I'm sending it now, Eli. You said what?
I said, you want me to share out again, or I'm good?
Eli, you could just share out tomorrow, and that'll be good because I want you to get caught up on. I sent it to you just now, though. By the way,
Okay, I'm
once you get
finna
caught
get
up on those labs, so I can start boosting that grade up. The setup and everything, you already got points for. I got you rated at 75% completed with the updates and everything. So if you finish that up by tomorrow, then you'll have that grade. But then don't forget, you got lab 1, 2, and 3 that you need to jump into fast. And I give you to Sunday. That's the hidden secret to finish it. But I usually say 8 p.m. because I want you guys to, become professionals and do things on time. So try your best. But did you get my email invite so you can use that? I just sent it. I don't know if you got it.
And we don't just got to do the ones that you assign us.
Oh, there's Courtney. Say what?
We could do the ones like that, like we just want to do too, right? Like for fun.
What do you okay, so what do you mean, Courtney? If you're talking about the labs?
Yeah, like besides doing them in school, like say on a Saturday, like if I want to just do some programming, I could
Yes,
just.
sir. And you can reach out to me, Esby, if you have issues. I prefer Esby. Don't call me because I got a lot of family issues too going on myself. But just reach out to me as you have trouble. But yes, Courtney, by all means, I encourage it. Yeah, if you find something fun to do, right now. I'm trying to. I'm seeing if I can teach you guys VNC, so I can log in and try to help your computers if you get stuck. And then there's something else on GitHub. I'll teach you about it later, Courtney. You can set up a whole Pac-Man game on that thing, but it requires programming, right? So if you find something interesting, try it out and demonstrate it. And if you get it done sooner and you can demonstrate it by on a Monday, say you did it on Saturday, Monday, that's another 2 point or double the credit assignment I can get you credit for, as long as it's a lab, Courtney. Okay. Does that answer your question or no?
Yeah.
All right. Aaliyah, I heard from Courtney. Where are you?
Tyler.
Yeah, oh, go ahead, Curtis.
I got that invite to my computer, so thank you. So when you send an email to the other teachers, make sure they do it today so I can start it to my computer.
I can't force other teachers to do. He's gonna say, make sure. Those are grown people,
I
man.
mean, so I
I'm
can
gonna
make sure it's
mention
on
it.
my computer. See, look, I can just show you better than I can tell you. That's all. Hold on.
You can show me better. You can tell me. That's what I tell my son. I'll show you better. I tell you.
Look, see, I
Yeah, I
started
see
yours.
it.
I'm on my computer. See, I was on my phone.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You see, you just sent that.
I told you I would, though. Okay. Okay, Eli. Go get you something to eat and get in the GGI so I can try to get y'all some more extra credit. Participation is key to get the extra credit in GGI and Townhouse. And these are coming to Townhouse. There's a lot of great opportunities for you guys.
All right.
All right, sir. See. Courtney, you free to get out of here and get to town. Okay, he already did. All right, let me get the room ready I gotta move to GGI. Where's my recording feature? Okay.